Alright, this really better be the last time I am recording this video. Every time there's something wrong, so I have to redo the session again. I mostly blame it on my inability to use this application called the OBS. Um, According to the internet, it's relatively straightforward to use, but for some reason I'm having a difficult time getting my my output to match my screen resolution. But I think I figured it out. It should be good now. Anyways, so this video is my attempt to illustrate what exactly is wrong with the Miuni32 bare PCBs that I've been selling for about a week and a half over at Mac Market. And it should provide enough details to get the non-functional Miuni32 bare PCBs to a working state. So bit of history here. I posted the sales. I originally had about 200 units. I've sold about 40, close to 40 units the past a week and a half, which is not nearly enough because I still have a lot left on my shelf. I originally sold it as a switch tester or bottom plate for Miuni32 if you have one. You can use it as a artisan keycap display platform, or you can use it to practice your soldering skills if because you shouldn't be practicing on your good board. A few of the members have brought the possibility of getting it reworked to a working state, which was quite a surprise to me because I have never thought about that. But with some thought, I figured that it will be possible with the right equipment and the skills. And I hope to provide enough background information and details for anyone who would like to attempt on this rework journey. So here I have the two versions of Miuni32 layout. On the left side, we have what's being sold at Mac Market. So the left side is the non-functional one that you have to perform the rework, and on the right side is the one that actually was used in the production version of Miuni32. So left side is bad, right side is good, and left side is what you're getting if you are buying the bare PCBs, and the right side is what you gotta work towards too. So never mind everything else on the board. You just have to focus on the layout around the USB port. So this is the protrusion of the USB port on the Miuni32, and if you put the board flat on your desk, this protrusion should be facing top left, and you have your USB or in the microcontroller circuitry on the right side. So that's your orientation that you are going to be or that's the orientation that I am presenting on the screen here. So USB, in essence, it only needs four wires. That's the number of rework that you have to perform. You likely have to rewire 4 traces. so that the left side becomes the right side. Let's start with the differential pair. So the capacitors are connected to the USB port with these two traces, these two wiggly lines, and I can't remember which one was a plus and which one was a minus between the differential pair. Basically, the left capacitor should connect to the center bottom like this on the right side, and then the right capacitor should connect to the top right like so. So here, this is all messed up. We should make a cut here, cut there, and then rework with a fine thin wire so that the left side of the capacitor, connects to the bottom center, and the right capacitor connects to the top right. Of course, that's not the only thing that's wrong with the circuitry. The positive voltage and the ground have been swapped. On the left side, I have the VCC connecting to the left bottom via, and the ground connecting to the right bottom via. But that's actually reversed. So on the correct version, we have the ground on the left bottom, which is the other way around on the non-functional one, and on the production version, I have the VCC or the 5 volt connecting to the right bottom. Yeah. So it's probably easier if I mark or the label or put labels on these, which I'll do so in a few hours. Basically, if you noticed, what I screwed up or how I screwed up was that I placed this USB port on the wrong side of the PCB, so that all these connections are 180 degrees off. If I draw a straight line on the center and then just flip left and right, then I would have a correct connection. It was as simple as that. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job at explaining this. I think to illustrate this better, I should annotate a few photos. But for those of you who are familiar with the USB circuit, should have enough information to get this going. And yeah, I suppose that is it for now. For the time being, I'll return home tonight and provide more details.